This is my fight song. I'm doing my fight wrong. What's that?
Oh, hey guys, welcome back to the...
Would you call this a show? Welcome back to the program, guys. Well, anyway, you know what we do on the show. We look at some news item, and we go like this.
What?
So today we'll be looking at the great, what's this guy's name? Matt Taibbi. Okay. Matt Taibbi released some crap on Twitter that a lot of people, they're going like this. A lot of people are going like this about it. And they're also going like this. And then they do this.
We have this story from the Babylon Bee. Check this out.
Oh, I'm sure it's hilarious. Let's hear it.
Elon Musk vows to reveal government and media collusion once he figures out where these red dots are coming from. And it's a bunch of lasers pointed all over his body.
Yeah,
so
great.
Elon Musk, I guess he released this information to Matt Taibbi.
Right.
There's a lot to go through. A lot to go through.
Uh-huh. Wait, who did Matt Taibbi get that information from?
Iluma.
Oh, okay, great. And when he gave it to him, he said,
I love you.
Position of, hey, you know, there was censorship and collusion, and we're like, yeah, we know that. And so, but finally, I think around tweet number 8, Matt Taibbi started to drop hard documents. What this shows is that Democrats had a strong direct line to Twitter to remove content that they felt should be removed. Let's just put it that way.
Wow.
It benefited them.
and of course, #1 brown noser of
Iluma.
Jordy B. Jordy B looks at
Iluma.
and he says,
I love you.
of course, he's got his life-size doll suit all in a bunch about this. Elon Musk slams New York Times for ignoring the laptop crap. Oh, wow, great. Oh, whoa. Makes me go like this. Wow.
Are you concerned, A, about the retaliation, and B, are you seeing evidence of it already?
Right.
Government is slow to act. I think there probably will be some actions, but they'll happen slowly. And it's only been a month so far. It's probably
Okay, guys, in case you're confused, that's the voice of...
Iluma.
Stop it.
at least a few nefarious things that are in the works right now. But I'd say it would be naive to assume that there are no nefarious things. We'll just expose them on Twitter and see what happens.
Great.
He went on to say, if I kill myself, it's not real.
Epic. Epic. Epic-based social media there by...
Iluma.
Okay. Whoa, Jesus Christ.
This is a Fox News alert. Elon Musk has provided Matt Taibbi of Substack with thousands, apparently thousands and thousands of internal documents at Twitter, and they're coming out as we speak. We've told you this.
Okay, this interview about the crack top from heck, about the crack top, what is the crack top? I mean, dude, this is just great content. I'm going to go ahead and admit it. Like, hats off to this guy.
Sniffing.
2 million views in 2 days.
Where? That's on YouTube.
Tucker bagged. Okay, he bagged one of my favorite actors, James Wood. James Woods? Is it Wood or Wood? I mean, where to start? Videodrome. Any Given Sunday, he was great in.
They are gladiators. They are warriors.
Okay, one last thing. I read Oliver Stone's book that came out, a couple years ago, which I would recommend. There's some interesting stuff in there. But one of the things that he's sure to mention, Oliver Stone, that James Woods is an annoying, egomaniacal little puke who's impossible to work with.
That dress, it's very stimulating. And it's red.
Just minutes ago, Elon Musk wrote on Twitter, quote, if this isn't a violation of the Constitution's First Amendment, what is?
Wait, who said that?
Iluma.
Oh, okay.
Hi.
But one of the things we've learned already is that Twitter, under pressure from Democrats, deleted a tweet from the legendary actor James Woods, who had strayed outside the lines by criticizing Hunter Biden. And the DNC told...
Okay, so what's interesting about this is that there's a little bit of like a tell here. If you're just trying to figure out what is this story, there's a little bit of a tell, which is if you watch this entire segment with legendary actor I call him Jimmy Woods, Tucker Carlton is like, he's like, they deleted Jimmy Woods' tweet just because he was talking about this. And I saw this in Taibbi's story too, that they're like, look, they got a message. The Twitter, higher ups got a message about Jimmy Woods. What Taibbi never mentions, and what Tucker Carlson never mentions, is what was the tweet? What was the tweet about? And I'm not going to show it here, but the tweet, the tweet can basically be considered illegal porn leak, like revenge porn, because it's this guy. What is this guy's name? Hunter Brendan. This guy Hunter Brendan naked, doing what we all like to do when we relax: be naked and smoke a nice rock. What? I don't get what's wrong.
I don't get what's wrong with that. No one will explain it.
And that's really the heart of this story, that they're 2 million views in 2 days. And Taibbi, too, who I always respected and liked Taibbi. You know, his stuff on the 2008 crisis is really great and interesting. The story here, originally I thought the story here was like, look, there's, this guy, Joe Brandon, he's helping out his son get all these deals, make money and get deals using his dad's connections and all this stuff. And I'm like, okay, there's something there, but you guys are Trump supporters. So I guess they know they can't really do that. So now it's just like, oh, this guy was smoked crack naked. Okay, I mean, throw his ass in jail. Great. Throw his ass in. I would say throw Hunter Brandon's ass in jail. Don't. I would say who gives a shit? So these guys are sort of pitching this as a story about media manipulation. Oh, they manipulated the media, and that threw the election. By the way, the people who would be convinced or swayed by this story was available. The New York Post, whatever other right-wing sites, it's all they talk about. So I guess what they're saying is that all these people who voted basically against Trump, they would have just been so thrown by leaked pictures of this guy's son smoking crack and hanging out with
sex workers.
They would be like, no, Trump.
The American public, who, by the way, we all know perverts.
They're a bunch of perverts, okay? If we looked at the average Americans, like tabs or whatever, these people, man, they're sick.
And the government of the United States conspired to take my free speech and throw it in the gutter.
Whoa, calm down, James.
And there's something that they should fear more than anything they have ever imagined in their wildest dreams.
Here we go.
The most dangerous man to these corrupt, vile vermin.
James, don't do it.
Is an American who's not afraid of them.
Whoa.
And Joe Biden and all those rats who worked with you at the DNC to close down my speech.
Yeah.
I am not afraid of you. And I'm coming for you.
Whoa, James, take it easy. Oh, wow, great. So you might think Jimmy Woods is just blustering and talking a lot of crap there, whatever. Being grandiose, blowing smoke up his own ass, all this stuff. But you'd be wrong. So let's cut to that footage of him at the White House now.
Get the video, Joe. Long live the new flesh.
And the other thing about this, and I was talking about this to my good friend Anna Kasparian, and I was talking about this to my best friend, Anna Kasparian, and there is a huge scandal with the Biden administration, probably one of the biggest ones I've seen in a while, which is that the Biden administration, just over the past couple days, basically used the threat of the U.S. military to crush the bargaining power of a bunch of railway workers. What are we, in the 1800s? And that's a huge scandal. But not a peep. Not a peep. No, nothing about that, but they're really doing this. They're really doing this about what really amounts to, Trump would have got reelected if there wasn't leaked naked selfies of some guy's pervert son. Not a peep about the real scandal, though, because they like that. They like that stuff. These whack jobs, these perverts. But of course, the guy who's doing this the most off of this is, of course, a little kid with the body of a, 30-year-old Tim Pool. Let's see what he writes here. This is great journalism here. Biden colluded with big tech to steal 2020 confirmed. And here's what he's tweeting. And you can read, Matt Taibbi has this whole thing up on his Twitter. You can go read it. By 2020, requests from connected actors to delete tweets were routine. One executive would write to another, more to review from the Biden team. The reply would come back, handled. Oh, wow. So very bold claim by the king of all media, Tim Pool. And then we get this on YouTube. Maybe he thinks that I can say stupider stuff on Twitter because of the fact that I won't get fact-checked.
I want to pull up this tweet from Matt Taibbi.
Yeah, go for it, man.
It's tweet number 8 in the Twitter Files expose.
Hi.
He says, by 2020, requests from connected actors to delete tweets were routine. One executive would write to another. More to review from the Biden team. The reply would come back handled.
Okay. And this is what threw the 2020 election. Okay, let's look at it.
Libs of TikTok did the digging.
Yep.
And found that these accounts that were listed by the Biden administration as needing to be banned were in fact suspended.
Boom.
More so.
Confirmed. Confirmed.
Elon Musk is my father.
We got him.
That's in the Bible.
Andrew Kerr says.
There's more? Okay.
Pulled web archives of 3 of these tweets. All 3 are homemade Hunter Biden porn and Hunter Biden pics pulled from his laptop.
Right.
These tweets don't contain any info on Hunter Biden's business dealings, just porn. Can't immediately find archives of the other tweet.
Okay, so they were flagging what could plausibly be called revenge porn, which is not legal in most states. Okay, well, it's a little bit different than what you were tweeting, but that's okay. But that's okay. It doesn't change the fact that
I love you.
The Biden administration was embarrassed about a family member unrelated to the campaign, as far as I know.
Wow.
And Twitter obliged in removing negative information.
Daddy can do no wrong.
Wow. This is, here's the best part. October 24th, 2020.
Wow.
Within a couple weeks of the election, the Biden administration
Tim.
was in contact with Twitter to remove damaging information, images, etc.
Pendejo.
But what these guys, including Matt Taibbi, who, went from writing about scams to doing them. Come on, Matt. I'm just kidding.
Give me a break, Matt.
Come on, Matt. Give me a break. They missed this story here from The Intercept. Left-wing voices are silenced on Twitter as far-right trolls advise Elon Musk. And if any of you bastards out there have been paying attention to
Iluma,
who's quoted as saying,
I love you.
If anybody's been paying attention to him on Twitter, this is pretty obvious based on who he's like, you guys are my friends. That's basically Elon Musk. You guys are my friends, right? Elon Musk appears to have outsourced decisions about who to ban from Twitter to the platform's right-wing extremists. Several prominent anti-fascist organizers and journalists have had their accounts suspended in the past week after right-wing operatives appealed directly to Musk to ban them, and far-right internet trolls flooded Twitter's complaint system with false reports about terms of service violations. Oh, what a shock. What a shocker. Yeah, this is working out really well. There's a part in that interview with James Woods where he's like, Elon Musk. I wish I could do an impression of him. He's like, Elon Musk is an American hero.
I think Elon Musk has very possibly saved America.
Elon Musk is American hero. Long live the new flesh.
Elon Musk is an American hero. And basically what Elon Musk is doing at Twitter is just his whim. Oh, you ban that ass, ban this ass. Oh, these people are nice to me. Okay, I'll ban whoever you want. Among the other prominent accounts suspended were the Elm Fork John Brown Gun Club, an anti-fascist group that provides armed security for LGBTQ plus events in North Texas. And Crime Think, an anarchist collective that has published and distributed anarchist and anti-authoritarian zines, books, since the mid-1990s. Oh, wow, zines. That's definitely... it would be interesting, and maybe everybody who's on Twitter right now who really likes it gets off and does zines again. That's... I don't know. Zines that every page just has like, here's a thought, here's a stupid thought that I had. Here's a blank-faced thought that I had that I put on its paper. So if you read this Intercept article, it's actually pretty interesting. And what's really happened is that the Twitter censorship has really just sort of expanded to whoever people who will do this, who will brown nose enough to Elon Musk.
I feel bad for so many normal Americans who are obsessed politicos like us, because you live in a world of make believe and you don't even know it. You have no idea.
Wow, bro! Oh man, I'm in the Matrix goo. Oh, y'all are in the Matrix goo, and I'm in just the goo in my pants. You know what I mean? It's like that. It's like that.
And 7.
Okay, but thank God we have newsmen to filter through the bullshit. Like whatever this guy's name is, Musket Boy. Here we go.
8 years of it. So they say, do you know, what is it? The Ship of Theseus?
Oh, that's a great one.
The old story.
That's a great ship.
College.
It's like if you have a boat and you replace a part of it.
Right.
Is it still the same boat? What if you dismantle the whole boat and then slowly replace it?
Yeah. That's the ship of
So,
Theseus. Yeah.
so then you reconstruct the other parts, and now you have two ships. Which one's the real ship?
Amazing.
It's an interesting concept.
Yep. Okay.
I totally just lost my train of thought.
Oh, great. Oh, wow. Hey, I just learned about this thing that sounds smart. That's basically what that. Hey, I just learned about this thing that sounds smart. What do you think of that? You know, these Tim Pool clips, when he says something hilarious like that, it really makes me think of the Schrodinger's cat experiment, which is that some guys put a cat in a box, you know, and he was in there, and this cat was meowing his ass off, you know, and they go, hey. Anyway, the point of the experiment, I think, is that cats love boxes, you know.
Discussing, because I do see Washington, D.C., sort of like Lord of the Rings, and power that political parties wield against each other is that ring that all the parties refuse to throw away but want more of that power and authority.
Okay.
But number 10 reads, I don't know if you want to read it, Tim, or if I should.
You read it.
It says, by Matt Taibbi, both parties had access to these tools. For instance, in 2020, requests from both the Trump White House and Biden campaign were received and honored.
Wow.
However, 11 goes on and then explains how it was mainly Democrats using this system, but in fact, the Trump administration did use it as well, which makes you wonder who did it first, and what kind of Pandora box was opened from here.
Except I think your framing is incorrect.
Of course,
the point he made in 11 is that because most of the people who work at Twitter are leaning towards the Democrat Party, they are the ones who were like, that was the bias. So when we hear that like Trump had the ability to flag tweets to his campaign, it's kind of like, yes, of course. Conservatives are on Twitter. Liberals are on Twitter. And when conservatives complain, they get told, shut up. And when liberals complain, they say, okay, we'll take care of business. That's the political bias that is being proven beyond.
Okay, and then the Oliver Stone of the group reads it again. Here we go.
But it does read that the Trump administration, that the Trump White House did do this, did use these tools, and they were honored. Which I think is worth noting. If
right. Directly contradicting what the big guy with the beanie just said.
That's really weird.
Donald Trump's his daddy, right? He's your daddy, right? Tim Pool, you love your daddy. Daddy can do no wrong.
If a mild amount of free speech is restored to Twitter, will this result in the murder of large numbers of people?
Jesus, Glenn, calm down. Another guy who's all worked up and excited about this is, of course, you know him.
You know him and love him from, bands like the Misfits.
His solo work, 1980s hit Mother. And then he made a career switch. What is that? Oh, it's a different guy. Okay, Glenn Greenwald, his famous saying is,
vampires are cool people, are they not?
Agree? I agree. Now that we can agree on. Okay, listen to this. Listen to what Glenn Danzig, this deranged man, has to say about this. What is it? Greenwald has to say about this. I find Glenn Greenwald charming in some weird way, but he is out of his mind, this guy. Here we go.
They don't have such high-minded thoughts. They're not analyzing and thinking about power systems and how they function in this way.
Right.
The reaction to Elon Musk's preliminary loosening of Twitter censorship is purely reactionary, just deeply emotional, almost primal.
Almost primal. Wow.
And it's honestly...
Yeah, Glenn Greenwald has really been on this lately, and this video is called "The Media's Deranged." The media's doing this. The media's... The media's deranged hysteria over Elon Musk's restoration of free speech. Let's go back to that Intercept article. Left-wing voices are silenced on Twitter as far-right trolls advise Elon Musk. Kind of ironic, too. This is a website that Glenn Greenwald co-founded. So that's kind of a funny little thing. Okay, great. He's not restoring free speech, Glenn, you idiot, you. You lunatic, you. As written in the paper you co-founded, you dummy. He's just banning whoever he wants on whatever dumb whim.
Online safety experts predict will spur a rise in harassment, hate speech, and misinformation. Now, all you need to know about that article by AP is contained in the first paragraph of the article. There's nothing else added to it other than this. Quote, new Twitter owner Elon Musk said Thursday that he is granting amnesty for suspended accounts.
Wait, who said that?
Iluma.
Oh, okay. What did he say?
I love you.
Which online safety experts predict will spur a rise in harassment, hate speech, and misinformation.
Okay. Got it.
First of all, what is an online safety expert?
Right.
An online safety expert. Where did such people come from?
Good point.
What do you need to qualify as that? Is there like a certificate that you get?
I mean, this is a fair point by Glenn here. You know, what gives somebody the right to be on top of a thing, looking down on over everyone, telling people what's what? You know, what gives one guy, you know, with a thin veil of being some kind of an expert or whatever, who gives the right to do this, you know? What's the title of this again? The media's deranged hysteria over Elon Musk's restoration of free speech. So, yeah. What gives a right? These people, what is it? Online.
And online safety? It would not.
Okay. Yeah, these people called online safety experts. Man, what gives them the right, you know, to be over us, telling us what's safe and what's not? Also, Elon Musk is great that he's just at his whim. That he's at his absolute whim telling us all what to do now.
Okay, Glenn, great. Iluma. Yep.
You know, but to Glenn, I say,
I love you.
Glenn, this is how I feel about you. I'm gonna be honest.
I love you.
That shed a great deal of light on what I have long regarded and still regard as the greatest journalistic scandal of at least the last decade.
Whoa!
Which is,
calm down, Glenn Greenwald, okay?
Iluma.
The fact that a CIA lie was manufactured in the days leading up to the 2020 presidential election, a lie that was manufactured in order to suppress and discredit and ultimately brute censor, reporting that reflected poorly on Joe Biden. About this story because it has truly been disappeared by most of our corporate media that simply just doesn't discuss anymore the extraordinary fact
calm down,
that
Glenn,
big
please.
tech led by Twitter ended up.
Glenn, please stop.
I love you.
But I like the part when he's like, the corporate media, man, they won't talk about this. I mean, the last time I checked, the New York Post and Fox News are corporations. Glenn Greenwald, you turd, you idiot, you. This is what I say to Glenn Greenwald. I say, hi. And then I go.
I still find it mind-boggling how it used to be controversial that the CIA would have programs to clandestinely influence news outlets. And now these news outlets, CNN and NBC and the rest, hire hordes of former agents of the security state, people who ran the CIA and the FBI and...
Yeah, so Glenn Greenwald does this a lot, too. He's getting old Jim Garrison, Oliver Stone about, oh, man, the CIA. You know, this is the thing to be really concerned about when it comes to the CIA and the deep state and all this stuff.
Is Trump's not president.
Trump, who was really challenging the establishment crap or whatever, you know.
So the CIA had to stop him, right, morons who watch this? Right?
Glenn Greenwald should be embarrassed, ashamed, and he should look at himself in the mirror and say, I love you. Well, guys, there we go. Big shout out to James Woods. Wood or Woods? Either one. Who cares? You know, he's kind of an old man. He's losing his mind out in the middle of nowhere. You know, he's complaining.
Happy Monday, everybody.
You know, it's that time of the year. You know, when we look at the trees and we look at Hanukkah and all this stuff and we go, that's how it flows. And we do this in our pants. So I hope you're having a good week, guys, so far, which is just beginning, so I don't know why I said that. Love you so much. And bye-bye.
Oh, hey, guys.
Guess what? You're not even getting the whole show. If you want every episode and a whole bunch of other
subscribe on Patreon.
Subscribe on Patreon for as little as 2 bones. Just click the stupid little link below the video in the comments.
See, right there.
There you go. Click it, and that, yep. When you become a patron for as little as 2 bones, you get the Tuesday, Thursday, patron-only episodes. You also get the weekly Book-a-Blega show where we talk about important books. The questions and comments thing where you can ask questions and make comments and all this crap.
And the weekly behind-the-scenes show. All for less than the price of a rancid Charleston chew.
And for only 25 putrid little dollars,
you could become a producer.
That's right, support the show and get your name up here. Look at these people. Look at these people. It make the show possible, okay? God. I mean, without these beautiful people, this show goes straight into the dumpster. A rotten, you know, just wet, disgusting dumpster, you know, behind a restaurant. So there's old milk in there. That's where this show ends up without these people. Is that what you want? Okay, I guess it's okay. No, I guess it's what you want. I'll just leave. Nope. It's done. It's too late. Okay. Here we go. Here's the dump truck. Here's the dump truck come to pick up the show. This is what would happen with no producers. Thank you.